Alright, greetings and welcome to another Revolution Esports production. I'm Rinswent. I'm going to be producing and some analysis today, so we more of the color one. The lead here is going to be taking Sir. Say hi, Sir.
What's up, guys?
It's going to be your play-by-play master, so you get used to that voice. You're going to hear it a
Yeah,
lot throughout this thing.
you get to love it.
Yes. So today we have a lovely game between Sosic and Six Guns. Both teams been popping off so far. When it comes to the actual division, this is a GM division game, so you're
GM division, yeah.
a lot of
High IQ plays.
Exactly.
Big brain.
And we have quite the interesting players on. So far, so Six Guns, one of the teams. You guys seen a little bit here, there. Apparently, they have a motto called "Stay Strapped." They are known for their 5-head plays. Their aggro. Also, I am supposed to mention that. Congrats, Don Tony! It's your birthday.
Don Tony, my man. Give him
birthday.
MVP just because it's his birthday.
Exactly. So if you are in Twitch chat, please wish him happy birthday.
Unless you don't want to, that's cool too.
That's true as well. And on the other side, we have Sosic. They're a really nice team and one of the newer teams.
They decided to make every single one of their names the hardest names possible to pronounce, so that's cool too.
Oh, it's fairly. I think the last new pickup was actually Yongdu. I saw him a couple days ago on the Hanzo. Was really popping off. He describes himself as a Hanzo god. At least that's what he let everybody know in Twitch chat.
That's what Sir is too.
We'll see what it is. But so far, I've seen a lot of nice plays come from both teams here. So I'm expecting a very, very, very close team fight from both teams as well. And
what are the hero bands right now?
Oh, we're actually doing owl bands, so it's going to be Winston, Sombra, Soldier, and Lucier are going to be banned for this game.
I am so ready for Reinhardt. I love watching Reinhardt, especially high tier Reinhardt. It's so fun to watch. And if they don't go Reinhardt, I might actually cry on stream. Just so you guys know.
Aww.
I just want to put it out there right now. I am very invested into my Reinhardt. Top tier Reinhardt, by the way, MVP. Just so you guys know.
Oh, you're calling yourself MVP?
Listen, won MVP last season, easy clap, which is totally a real thing, I swear. Okay, well, now we just wait for teams to pick. I can't see what they pick yet, which I think is dumb, but, you know, whatever.
Well,
both teams. Wait, no, Norse. Oh, so they're actually going. Sosic is actually going for more of a bunker on a point, and like we've seen before, Six Guns is actually going for the more aggressive comp. But both teams are actually going to be TPing the point. Oh nope, they actually switched. They're actually going to the Rhine instead. So both teams running Rhine.
This is double shield versus D.Va.
Yeah, it's double. It's old meta versus new meta.
For that second shield. Oh, completely double shield.
Oh, yep. They okay.
Oh, it's gonna be very hard, especially with the Pharaoh coming out and no real hit scan for Sosic in this fight.
I think both teams teleport up top, but the teleporter gets taken down immediately. As with the Pharah.
Yes,
who gets discorded, volleyed, and hit by Yongdu all at once. That was maybe he is a Hanzo god. As the actual fighting starts and nothing much happening, both teams kind of just hanging out. Although the TP is behind, yeah. Kochan actually just teleports behind, just hits Don Tony in the back. Zen, I actually don't know how to say that name. Just a combination of letters. Actually, the Zen is actually going. Zawazd is actually, that's actually a really nice pick here, especially because all the Discord orbs on every person that was killed in that fight had a Discord orb on them. So it's one of the picks when it first came out that I was a little iffy about, but it's actually working out. Yeah. I don't like it. I'm not sure how I like staying on the Symmetra here, but you know what? They do them.
There's no Lucio, it's the new speed boost.
True. Oh, Death!
Yeah.
Coming in, killing 2 with 1 rocket. Kochan taking down Klee though as the window comes out. Riri taking down Leek. And just a lot of ults thrown into that. A window used on the side of oh wow, on the side of So Sick, and a nano boost used on the side of Six Guns. But both teams still relatively even, as the Bongo's coming up for Norse, and Don Tony's actually coming up on a Shatter, which could be huge. Oh, Death! Death just moved off his was from
He's
Spawn.
been in previous games. He's been literally the death from above for a lot of teams so far. Like as you see the rotation again, he's already in the backline here, using this cliff to his advantage, just raining death and destruction onto the team here, trying to get the Zen pick as well. But look at this. He bought his team another 15 seconds just off that.
Yeah. Bongo comes out immediately, as well as Dragon. They're probably going to try and pull into it. The pull actually doesn't catch anyone, as they just teleport out. Ooh, they actually teleported right into the Dragon. But that forces them to back up at least. And now Don Tony is the only one up here holding the front line as his shield goes down. He still has a shadow though, so they have to play a bit carefully as Simwall comes out on the side of Riri. And Kochan takes Hisuya out of mech as the fight kind of stalls here for a second. Norse dude taking down Don Tony as Barrage comes in from behind. And Trans used to stop all the damage going in. And it does look like Sosik is going to swap the point around. And they have to have basically a full hold here, have to play this perfectly. If it gets taken back, it's going to be really hard to get a full 6 contest with the comp there on. They probably have to switch to stall.
Well, they switched off the Symmetra here, so if the point gets taken over, it's going to be very hard to get on point here.
Yes.
Probably going to be switching to a more of a... Oh, seems like Death is currently solo flying the cliff here on the side. It seems that Mercy is going to go with the main just for the brawl here. Oh, it's going to be very
Kochan going back on a point. And he has a healer, which isn't going to look good. But they do bring it back as Window used immediately. Bomb doesn't hit anything. Gets Immortality fielded. Oh, Don Tony actually pins Yondu.
Yeah,
and
nice
Don
sleep
Tony
from
still has a shatter here.
Out.
Kochan taking down Klee once again. As the Nano comes out on the far to keep her up with Klee down.
He's already so close to the barrage, so in a couple of shots he should be able to build it up.
Shatter's still not being used here. Don Tony still has Shatter to hopefully use next fight. Yondu comes in, picks Legolas, but other than that, it does not look like that's going to matter. As he's actually going to get staggered here. Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh,
and Death with the fat finger.
Fat finger. Okay.
Or maybe he's just being a good sportsman. They're trying to make
Shatter hits McCree in the backline, and he does die. Kochan falls immediately after getting shattered. Kill on point. Trying to stall it out a bit as Dragon comes in, not finding anyone. As Leak actually takes.
What do you mean? Oh, that was a nice pull here. Nice setup from Yongdu and Arisa.
What a pull! I'm sorry, chat. I can't yell. I can't yell. I have parents actually in the house, sadly. But I would have yelled. That was a really good play. An amazing pull into a random dragon launch from spawn. It's Kochan High Noons just to top it off. He actually gets slept up top. Isn't going to get picked off. He's actually going to pick off Legolas who slept him. And other than that, it does look like Sosik is going to be taking this first map. Now only Moira, Tracer. Well, Moira's dead. Now only Pharah left. And as soon as I speak, she's gone as well. Suya comes in, trying to contest it a few more seconds. It doesn't last very long. And Sosik takes the first round. 99 to 100 though. So, you know, I like you said, I think it's a really close match right now. I think it's going to play out like that all game.
It's very balanced so far. Both teams took it to that 90+%. I think potentially if Death had that barrage still available, it might have been a slight different fight here. But sometimes you just have to call it unlucky and continue with the next fight. But either way, it's just first map here. Both teams very neck on neck, and I'm expecting this game to just get better and better. From
As team comps switch a little bit, Death actually coming out on the Doomfist now. They are still running the sim here, and they have the break, so their whole plan is to basically run straight in. And that also looks like the plan on the side of Sosik, so both teams are just going to hope to walk into each other. And we'll see which team is able to pull this out better. As Death goes in, doesn't actually find. Oh, doesn't find anyone, but Riri does. Legolas finds Leak. Death finds Yongdu, and that is a really, really quick fight win before the point even unlocks for the side of Six Guns. And this is the point where they need to hold here. I don't think they want to get lose point and have to push in through a May. That's never fun. As the next fight is maybe starting here. They're just kind of backing up, playing it slow as everyone does. Sim Turds taking down immediately, not getting much value there. Maywall comes out immediately, and oh, wow! Wow, Don Tony actually survived that. Riri killing 2, Riri killing 3 in that one fight. And the Sim does look like it's pulling off.
Death and Legola there. They
kept
the Reinhardt up. Death was able to pick up the wasps there to get the stuff over.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. I think the Sim is a really nice pick here as they try and push in. Now they're actually holding aggressively here. Shatter comes in, gets all 5 members. Norse dude hitting a 5-man Shatter. And that's going to be a point flip in favor of So Sick. What a Shatter. That was pretty. Couldn't have done it better myself. And as the certified Ryan God of Revolution and the world, I give you props. Alright, Norse dude. As next fight,
you have to see you play and actually confirm you're the Ryan God.
I'm just too good for Revolution. I don't know what to say. As Cole, oh, Yongdu dropping down into Riri with a punch as he gets nanoed and takes down Klee as well. Yongdu taking down 3 in that one fight. Kochin and Norse picking up the rest of the damage, and that's going to be a quick fight win on the side of So Sick. Nice.
Yongdu is the new player for So Sick, and he's been a fantastic pickup from what I can see from this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Doom is playing really well right now. Surprised to see Doom. I never actually see Doom played a lot, but it's nice to actually see a hero that's not played a lot played right now.
Well, he was played quite a bit when May was bad as a.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yep. As they start rotating around, grabs coming out on the opposite sides of both teams. Meteor strikes coming out. Shatter blocked by Norse dude. Yongdu doesn't pick anyone up. Souls actually don't pick anyone up as Riri takes down Yongdu. Norse taking down Hasuya. And it's even. Both teams kind of playing it slow.
But they're losing the off tank here. Kel with the high charge.
Yeah.
They need the Zarya of their own to pump up the damage, though. And Yongdu does have the high ability to do that.
Yep. And they try to push in there at the end. I think they pushed it a little bit too slow there. I think if they wanted to reset, they need to push it faster. But now they're going to have to touch with a stall comp, which 90% of the time doesn't actually work when you go stall comp. So we'll see how it actually works out here. Oh, Norse actually almost pinned Yongdu taking down Hisuya as the Nana goes on a Kochan. And spin to win from Don Tony as he's getting high noon. Wriggles comes out, and there goes Don Tony, hit out by the whip shot. Grab comes in to seal the deal, and So Sick takes this map in two maps, or takes this round in 2 maps, I should say.
Yeah, they came out strong on this first map here. A nice showing from them.
Of the game.
Yeah, Klee, play of the game. I love play of the games. Moira coming in with the play of the game, just like old school Overwatch. Well, not old school, just anytime any support is played, they always
it wasn't a
take that play of the game.
here, but more about the
heal orbs and the damage orbs.
Yeah, the
yeah. Well, that does mean though that since they lost the map, Six Guns is going to pick the map here. So we'll see if they pick right here. Oh, they're picking Rialto. Okay, that was fast.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're going Rialto. We'll see who's going to attack and who's going to defend first. So Sick picking whether to attack or defend, as is usual, with the winning team. See what happens here. I mean, both those games are close. I mean, second map wasn't as close, but I think, like you said, both teams are going to be really evenly matched here.
yeah, what else can I say? Like, so far, still showing everything else, but
Yeah.
right now it is Yongdu who popped up on that, especially that last one,
Yeah, the
um,
Doomfist.
on the
Whew.
Doomfist here, and the other thing to look at. Oh, they're gonna be
Yep, they're swapping sides here. So
swapping.
sick going on the defense here. Six guns attacking now. And so we'll see how this works out. I always like attacking first. Everyone always says they would rather defend first. I always liked attacking first. I don't know if that's just my opinion.
I think it always depends on
Yeah.
how you feel about things.
hmm
Either way.
So let's see here. Rialto, I'm sure, seeing as this is GM game, that both teams are still going to be running. I think the only thing that really switches in this meta is the DPS. I think they're really interchangeable in this meta, but I think we're going to see the same supports. We're going to
Well, I'm
see the
definitely gonna
same
see Death once again on the
tanks.
Pharah. He did a beautiful job.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Rialto is one of the best farm ops maps. I just said mops. Out there right now. And oh, they had a new hero announcement today, Renz. Did you see that?
Oh no, I did see that. I was very
Yeah.
surprised. It's definitely gonna be Echo because well, there's no other AI that
Yeah.
has been
Apparently
teased
it's
so
supposed to be
far.
like
So
a
I'm gonna um,
it's supposed to
assume
be like
that's what it
a
is going to be.
I really hope so. Apparently it's supposed to be like a support, but with like a
Welcome to
shield.
Rialto.
So I think that'll
So
be
it's
I
like a
think that'll be
brig,
cool. It's
just
kind of like Brig.
flying in some sense.
I
Initiate
don't know,
match.
but supposedly it's supposed to have. She's supposed to have a she. Is it a she? Would we call a robot an it? Do robots have gender?
Well, there's a couple of theories out there. One is bring it. One is that basically the Mina, the one who actually created the project here, is
hmm
Echo in some sense, or is somewhat related to the personality or a copy of the personality and or soul of
Ready
Mina in
for
some
battle.
hmm
so it might be that one, or either way, if you read it into it, um, Echo is supposed to be uh, an AI that's able to convince humanity that Omnics do have a soul. So I'm expecting a big personality out here. She definitely is going to be support just because having a DPS convince humanity that Omnics are good, I don't think is going to be good.
I mean, hey, if
Tanks, we
they're
already
like the
have
DPS in my
Arisa,
game,
and I think we can leave it at Arisa. I love the horsey,
the
but
horse.
double shield.
All right, clear comms, Rinse. Clear comms. God.
The
Oh, Don Tony actually coming out on the Orisa Diva. You don't see this much. The Orisa, of course, just mostly to control the high ground. As it does look like Sosik is running a more normal comp you would see in this. Hanzo, yeah, this is basically meta right here. You have the Brig on Hanzo, and of course the McCree to try and deal with death on the Pharah. As he
The
flanks
torque
around to
turret
the
as
left.
well in the background there.
Yeah. The Orisa is a bit of a weird pick here. I feel like they would have been just as good on the Rhine here, but we'll see how it works out. I'm guessing it's mostly for the pulls into the bomb, pulls into the fire ult. As Death taken down by Death takes down Norse dude, hitting him from the back with rockets, not getting contested at all, playing very nice angles here. As Death is actually already has a oh wow, Death picking up 3 kills and already getting his ult. Legola as well already having nano boost. I'm guessing they're going to try and nano boost far ult here, which would be my guess here. Don Tony taking down Yongdu all the way from spawn. And I mean, despite it being kind of weird comp, I mean right now they're just kind of rolling, not having to not putting up any fight on the side of Sosik. But this second point, notoriously hard to push through, especially because you have to try and deal with people on high ground as well as low ground, and it gets a little bit confusing. But I think Death will definitely shine here. Oh, as they drop down right on top, Death taking down 2 as the huge anti comes out as well. Oh, okay, Klee fell off the map. Bye, Klee. And
Well, you're wondering what the Orisa was for.
Yep, there it is, the
Bongos
pull.
is beautiful, and the pull,
Yeah.
and even Death lose the altar is already 20%. They have the Torbulance ult up as well, and Danger Bongos is going to be coming out of this fight.
Bongos is going to be huge here if they're able to get it early. Shatter comes out, only hitting Don Tony. But Don Tony's also going to get Dragon. Yongdu killing Riri with the Dragon. As the Nano comes out onto Ko-chan, who picks up and kills Don Tony and Riri. And might be able to get Death here. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get Death, as Death remains uncontested up top, just raining down rockets.
Well, he's been a little over-aggressive there. Most of his entire front line, especially point testing, is Death. And they do have spawn advantage here, so sick. So I think he wanted to get the extra couple of shots and potentially getting the ult up, but
for a second I thought that was Zwaz hopping off the map there.
No, it was later a lot. He was caught out and tried to go off click here to get the reset here to recontest.
Yeah.
It's all about the time bank.
Yep, and it does look like Legolas is coming, or Legolas is coming up on the Nano, and he probably just going to Nano the Pharah early here, not wait till Barrage, as this is still a pretty hard point for Pharah, as everyone else can play high ground now. Death, right as I say that, taking down Ko-chan, Hisuya taking down Norse Blood, and unless a miracle happens, this does look like it's going to be a second point, and a pretty quick second point. Ooh. Death falls down. Nano comes out onto Kiri as self-destruct is used mostly just to remech. As it does look like they might be able to recontest this as Nanos comes out, Dragons come out, Yongdu taking down 2. And it does look like they actually are able to take it. Riri taking down Ko-chan as a bit of revenge at the end. But Riri not able to 1v6 as he actually falls now.
Yeah, so far it's Yongdu with the steady performance and able to bail out his team quite a bit.
Yeah.
Most of these fights here. Always having the Dragon available for that zoning ult. Other than that, it seems that 6 guns get split here once in a while. It seems that that's currently causing them issues. But I think just for a little while, they should be able to recontest as well. And they have the barrage up once more.
Yongdu taking down Death. What a shot from Yongdu. Klee coming out with the res, of course, as is usual with the Far Mercy. And Death does have the barrage here. See how much value he's able to get out. Kel probably going to eat a lot of it here. And Yongdu taking down Riri. Death coming back and killing Yongdu as both teams become even. Bongo coming out. Oh, and Death killing 2 before he's stunned. Just right away, instant damage. High Noon come out, killing Klee. But it does look like Hisuya is going to actually pick up 2. Legolas taking down Ko-chan as they come back to try and recontest it. And we'll see. Ooh, Shatter actually misses. Not a very good Shatter there. I don't think they should have committed ults there. Probably should have saved that. But Norse Dude might be able to hold on long enough, and he does. Kel coming back in and killing Hisuya, and it just seems like 6 Guns is not able to finish these fights. Riri coming in and killing Norse Dude, as they do get 2 picks. Nano coming into Death again, and they have to start picking up kills again. They can't keep letting them get the respawns in. Death coming in, killing Ko-chan. Death killing Yongdu. And it does look like Death is actually going to kill 3 here. As Norse Blood comes back, instantly dies. Oh, wait, doesn't instantly die. No, he's dead.
A couple seconds or a couple seconds.
Yeah, a couple seconds. A couple seconds matter.
Will always.
And the Pharah here is going to be a little bit harder to play as they start to push more indoors. A ceiling now, and we'll see if he actually swaps off the Pharah. Not Flora. My bad. But I doubt he will. He's been absolutely demolishing them with the Pharah this map, and he has really good angles here on top. The self-destruct comes out from Hisuya. Able to take down Ko-chan. Don Tony down Norse. Death taking down Yongdu. And now the pressure's on Sosic to try and hold this point, but based on how good they've been able to stall out the other points, I have no doubt that they'll be able to stall out this one as well, and as good as they meant to. As the payload comes out, Bongo comes out, Ko-chan taking down Death, High Noon comes out, Riri takes down Kill. as Nano comes out onto the Tracer. Yongdu getting taken out immediately by Riri. Riri finding 2, Riri finding 3. Swat's able to take down Klee. Riri finding 4. Riri finding 4 in that fight. And easily taking the spotlight from Death there as Riri comes in clutch for his team.
Score.
Again, a really close map. Only 48 seconds left, even though they did push it all the way to the end. And that is a tall task to follow
It's
if
a
you're
very hard
attacking.
point to take. That indoor fight with the spawn advantage heavily coming in, especially when that Pharah there. But Death was able to. They were able to. We keep forgetting his Mercy. I think it was
Yes,
Klee there.
Yeah.
Able to, in that entire mid-fight, Death overextends a little bit, gets shot down, but Klee going in for the res there, he was able to build up the barrage as well, and then with him and Riri, Death and Riri were able to finish up the map there. Either way, nice push. Respectable time for how close this game has.
Yeah. And it does look like they're actually kind of pulling out the comp that Six Guns decided to run on attack. Norse Dude playing the Orisa now, Yongdu going in on the Hanzo, and they are gonna play for picks here. It looks like going on the double snipers, which means your tanks do have to play a bit more passive now. You aren't gonna have the frontline support or damage, but you have to be able to put trust into both of your snipers that they'll be able to get the picks that are needed, and then you can push in after.
Well,
Riri coming out of the Ash.
So
Yeah.
the damage from her should be quite devastating.
Yeah, I never liked the Ash against snipers though. I just feel like she's not as good as other snipers. Death taking down Ko-Chan right away.
She is in these medium range ones, and Dynamite and Bob's not the greatest ult, but if it's for stall power or for shield damage, he will do the trick. Widow has a good ult, but it's just line of sight is always pre-planning.
Yeah.
I never really liked that one. So
Yeah.
whatever you feel comfortable.
I just feel like sometimes it's hard to play Ash against double snipers, but they do switch. They are on the McCree now, and they are going to take high ground up here, trying to get Death and Hisuya off the high ground. As the nade comes up, doesn't actually find anyone. Both teams missing their nades. Sleep also getting eaten. The Diva's just eating everything that's coming off of the Ana. Ooh, and Riri getting the first pick of the fight, taking out Kill, but he gets taken out immediately by Riri. Or I mean by Yongdu. Yongdu coming in getting 2. As right away, a really fast remake from Kel. Klee resing Riri. Ko-Chan coming around, killing Death. Ko-Chan putting in damage from the back. Ko-Chan killing 3! As well as D-Mac and the D-Mac.
Hallway Bob there.
Poor Bob. Getting
So
sent down hallways.
He always has that weird movement. You never know if he's gonna hit the payload or something else.
Exactly.
Also, Bob is suicidal in Overwatch in general. I've seen him run off the map so many times.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hard ult to aim. Riri taking down Yongdu. They are contesting this actually. I didn't even realize this. Leak coming in to res Yongdu as the wow, I always forget the name of Mercy's ult, but Mercy ult coming in on the side of Klee. Valkyrie, that's what it's called. I never have Mercy, so I never have to use it. Big anti coming in, oh my god, hitting 3 players, but they aren't able to take advantage of it. Legolas hit a huge anti there. They weren't able to capitalize it as they continue, as So Sick continues to roll on to the next point. Getting a respectable time too.
Yeah, but you always look at they needed to use, I think 2 ults there, but they did use 3. Oh,
yeah, oh, Norse Dude. Oh, with the pull. Oh, Yongdu. Oh, nice pull down from Norse. Yeah. And that's going to give them a lot of space here. That's not good. That's giving them a little bit too much space for my comfort here. There's Tony. Don Tony coming in on the Orisa. They're trying to mirror comp? Almost mirror comp. Only thing different is that Death is now back on the far, and I think that's going to work out well as the dragon goes. Oh wait, no! Kazuya eats the dragon there. Nice eat. Riri up top, controlling the high as the Six Guns decides to control the high ground now, and Yongdu takes down Hisuya out of mech. As Nano comes out onto Riri. And he's able to get Kochen, he's able to get Zwast, but the res comes in on Zwast, and it does look like that's going to... And the Nano comes out on the kill, and that's going to seal the deal, I think, here. It does look like Sosic is going to be able to advance onto the third point with a lot more time than Six Guns did when they got to this point. Hisuya is stalling it out for a few more seconds, but they aren't going to come back and risk trying to contest it as they play back now, waiting for all their respawns. And this is a 4 minutes just to try and get to the third point. But this third point is really hard to get. Death!
Oh, Death goes hard there.
That was close.
Well.
Oh, that was close. Kochen taking down Legolas right away. And Death looks like he is one, but he's able to get out. And they are playing high ground here. Oh, wow! They all dive down on Hisuya, or Kel, I mean, and they are able to take him out.
They did pop the ult there and then got the next.
Oh, yeah. Wasting, Don Tony comes in, hitting Leak with a nice rock. And it does look like Six Guns is able to stop the bleeding here and finally get a stop here at this third point, which is a really nice spot to hold them at. Again, it's much like the second point where they're able to hold high ground and low ground at the same time.
It seems they're going for like a speed brawl here. Lucio with not being here is going to be hard, but with that shield provided by Sigma, you can push forward, especially since you can get more aggressive as well. Oh, but Yongdu with the
Yongdu! Yongdu actually coming in with the dragon, solo dragoning Riri, as... Who did that Nana go on? I think it went on...
It went on Yongdu.
It went on Yongdu, but he dies immediately. That was fast.
Yeah, it's that CC damage coming out.
We all love CC.
Nice touch coming out from Don Tony, switching to something I have not actually seen in any of these games.
Yeah,
not sure what it is. It's like I said, it seems like they're gonna use the Sigma Shield to push space and then engage with the Tracer Doomfist, and they have the Brig for Wall as well. So
wait, Brig ult comes out early, and they're going aggressive here. Yeah. Pushing into their spawn. Oh, sorry, I got something caught in my throat. Norse dude, switching back onto the Reinhardt, and they're playing a more traditional comp against Six Guns.
Less push here, but we have Yongdu on that Doomfist, so we're gonna see Doomfist Doomfist here. Since he is out, but we have the rotation onto the back line.
Yeah, nice rotation. Hisuya caught out. They aren't able to kill him, but they are able to put out a nice bit of damage on him. As it almost looks like Six Guns are actually trying to push the payload now with their positioning at the moment. As High Noon comes out, Riri tried to get a full spawn in there. Oh no, he's just trying to get damage in there. Yongdu takes out Death. Riri takes down Norse dude. Yongdu takes down Clay. Yongdu takes down Tony. Yongdu, you got any more? Yongdu takes down Riri.
They used two ults there for the no ult on the side of Six Guns, but if you look at the clock, 3 minutes are already gone. For the side of Brandon, for the side of Sosic here, so it's going to be hopefully if they stall out long enough, it's going to be overtime for Sosic if they able to capture this point.
Yeah. Oh, nice block on the shatter as Bomb also comes in, taking down Tony, who's trying to ult.
The pulse.
Oh, Pulse killing two, Norse dude killing Legolas, but the Nano onto the brink, keeping her up. Riri killing three there. Riri turning this fight around, and if they win, and this is all on the back of Riri.
Here,
Yongdu taking down Riri. And it does look like this fight is going on, contesting. Oh, and it does look like they might be able to swap it around as Six Guns is just fighting to stay up. And they actually come out of the Bastion. Death coming out on the Bastion.
It's a very smart pick. It's just denying so much space here.
Yeah.
And we're down to the last 10 seconds here. They need to touch point, but that Bastion's LOS is going to be deadly to engage on.
Yeah, they have to try and play not around the Bastion. And Self-Destruct comes in, not able to pick anyone, but that absolutely destroys Norse's shield. Without the shield against the Bastion, Death taking down Kel's mech, but Kochan actually takes down Death as well. As the Moira ult comes down on the side of Clee. Oh, Ghosted with a Fire Strike on Riri. As both Coalescence is out, Meteor Strike comes out on Yongdu. Kochan taking down 2. And Minefield coming out for Tony. Not able to get anyone. Kochan kills 3. Oh, that was close. Almost C9'd it. Tony actually hitting everyone off there for a split second, and that was a millisecond off being a C9. But they're able to push it, even if it wasn't overtime. Only missing out on about 48 seconds, which is only about 1 to 2 pushes at most.
3-3.
As chat is spammed with PogChamps. Okay. They're spamming chat with PogChamps. Yell at them. Tell them to stop.
It seems that, I don't even know what to tell you there. It was a nice brawl on point. They were, brawling out for such a long time there, rotating, in there. And it was whatever strat that Six Guns brought out there. It bought them so much time. They're pushing SoSick basically into overtime. So they have the time advantage. Let's see if they can do something on the. They have the. I think they're gonna opting for defense first, so they had more time. So whatever they're gonna be able to bring out here, if they're able to buy themselves more time. Oh yeah, they're gonna bring out the same thing. So they're gonna be opting for that.
Yeah, they're coming out with Sig again.
I want to say.
It's a weird comp, but I mean it worked out for them on that last defense. It's actually what stopped them. So you know what? You don't need to change it up, and that's
yeah. If that stall was just a tad bit.
Oh, look
better,
where they're going! Look at this
having
rotation.
one more ult in that last brawl fight, it would have been.
Look how close they're playing here. They're trying to bait him with Hisuya, and then they go coming in from behind. He takes down Swashed. Yongdu takes down Hisuya's mech, but Death takes down Kochan. Riri takes down
silent defense phase here. You haul in front of their spawn, and if you look at it, they have the Brig, they have the Doomfist, they have the Diva, they have the Sigma here. It's basically they're running ambulance style comp here. Technically speaking, they have they're running 4 off tanks here.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, they're Six Guns noted for their 5-head plays, and that was something I never thought I'd see before. I've never seen that done before. Death going over the Ana, but actually, Death might lose the Ana. Just barely getting to stay alive while inside. Yongdu coming over.
But
Yongdu gets caught out. Kochan taking down Riri.
And we're down to the last 10 seconds. It's going to be overtime here, and they still have not pushed points.
Oh my god.
7 meters here. And
Death comes down, taking down lead.
It's Six Guns with the ult advantage as well. Rico now with the great boss on
Yongdu taking down Hisuya, Death taking down Kochan. Oh, and the nano going on to oh, and that looks like it's going to end their defense, but that's such a good defense there. Even though they weren't able to spawn hold them, they now have to push the whole time in overtime.
Yep,
have no spot on this.
And it once again almost worked. And,
yeah, I mean, it's...
they still have 2 ults coming to this, so that's going to be fairly even. Actually, 4 ults. Tony is going to have the Sigma ult here. If you can pop that off, it's just going to be...
Yeah, I mean, if they wait until they get past this high ground, they might be able to Sig-9 it.
Tony's going to come in here. Here's the ult.
And here comes...
Lifting them up. Overtime already done. 3, 2, 1, and then...
They Sig-9'd it. Tony coming in with the big ult, getting them off the cart, and letting overtime tick down.
Beautiful. They are beautiful. There's nothing else I can say here. Is this SoSick's running beautifully here? Six Guns coming with a different comp, running it to what I don't know. My God, I love these teams.
I mean, Six Guns is always really fun to watch. You know, even if they're not playing well, they just come out with things you wouldn't expect. You know, whenever you watch the GM division, you always expect teams to solely run meta, not switch off. And that's what Six Guns does best, is like not playing by the meta, playing what they want to play, and it works out a lot of the time. And SoSick actually doing really well adapting to that as well, not rolling over, not just letting them run whatever they want. They've done a really good job of trying to adapt to Six Guns, switching their strategy every single map. but now is the time to show their fortitude here as they have a minute 48 to push it maybe halfway, basically only halfway to first point. We'll see how they're able to hold this, coming out with a more normal comp, and they are running the double snipers. Obviously, Six Guns not switching off this comp they've been running. Although instead of the Doomfist, they're on the Hanzo. Death running the Hanzo now.
He does get
And
Sonic there, so I'll spot it right away. So, nope, he's gonna stick to the Hanzo as well.
he is sitting in spawn. He actually goes
Yep.
to Doomfist. Which
Yeah, you just want to get the Sonic. Maybe it was like a 900 play. Just, hey, you and Sonic me. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds, come out as Doomfist. Surprise.
Yeah. And we'll see how Death is able to do against here because he is playing this into double snipers, something that usually plays really well against a Doomfist.
They get free space here. Just Sussex just
Yeah.
deciding to hold fairly.
Yeah,
You know,
Six
we
Guns.
have Sigma here in high ground as well with that shield, with that.
I mean, look how spread out they are. Riri's all the way in the back. Higuya's Hisuya's all the way over here at the left, and the rest of the team's holding top as they drop down. Drop down onto the Widow. Not able to pick her though. Riri actually gets slept and headshot by Kochan there. A really nice sleep from Zwast. Is Death going in on the Widow, able to pick the Widow, but he might pay with it with his own life. No, he's actually able to get out. Still getting chased, he doesn't get healed. Kel taking down Death.
Oh, they're almost there.
They have the touch there. A meter and 1.84 meters left to go. Only the tank's on point. Yangzu taking out Riri. At this point, they need to reset. I don't think they're gonna win this. They need to back up. They need to reset. They're just staggering themselves here. Oh, what a shatter! Oh, and the dragon comes in. Kel taking out Legolas. Death coming back on the Doom, playing the long game here as they try and reset.
A little bit, so it's going to be slightly hairy for them to reset here on the side here, but they have the mega advantage there. Oh, they have that ult as well with the bomb combo.
Oh, it doesn't get anything. Yongdu actually take down Hisuya before they can get back in the mech. As the Nano comes out on the break, Yongdu taking out Death. As the self-destruct comes out, taking down Riri. And it's not looking good for Six Guns right now.
Oh.
Norstu taking down Legos, and this might actually be the end, unless they can somehow get another C9. Hisuya spinning around, trying to get them off cart. And it does look like they might be able to hold this here, and they are able to hold it. Holding even better than Six Guns did. Holding with... Whew, holding before halfway through the point. What a great hold by Sosik. Beautiful. Leak! Coming in with the brick play of the game. The breaks were actually both really good this map. I really like the breaks. Oh, that's where they almost C9'd right there. Whew.
Yeah, see, if that bomb Sigma ult would have worked there, I do believe it would have been quite a different game here. But it was it seemed like Norsuit was expecting it, so he flicked the shield while dropping, and that's what killed the bomb. Very nice play here from Norsuit, keeping his team alive. Otherwise, that would have been quite the different outcome right there.
Yeah, and I mean, now they're up 2-0 in 3 maps, wins the series. So the pressure is on Six Guns, hoping for the reverse sweep here. And we'll see if they're able to pull it out. Again, if you haven't watched Revolution before, or if you're new here, if a team goes up 3-0, they are still supposed to play the 4th map, as seeding is also decided by map win and losses if there is a tie in record.
Well, we always play the 4th map. The first 2-3 wins. If there is a tie, we do go to the 5th map, which is Oasis.
And I think Oasis would be really fun to see from a team like Six Guns. And it'd be really cool to see it on the side of Sosik as well, who's done an amazing job shutting down Six Guns on any comp they've run so far. And not even shutting down, I would say, but just coming in like really clutch in the late fights, playing amazingly in the last fights, where Six Guns have been really struggling in the last fights. I think that's why they've been losing, not able to win these last fights, not able to secure last picks. And it's just been Sosik able to hang in on a lot of these fights, winning just barely, but winning nonetheless. And that's the reason why they're up 2-0 here. And in a spot to wipe or to sweep one of the better teams in Revolution right now.
I just I uh, sorry. It's this game
So
is
good.
taking out of me. I thought I knew the meta. I thought I knew the game rotations coming out. But it is just both these teams pulling out strats and stuff that is going completely over my head. I'm definitely going to sit down and review this game again.
Yo,
There's so many
guys, you know why
interesting
it's over his head?
strats
Because
and
Rins is plat chat. Rins is plat chat.
I'm low diamond. But it's
Okay,
just
low diamond chat.
I understand the basic meta and I understand other things
Yeah,
else, but
I think it's just
it's
really
just
cool seeing them like
a lot of
swap
these
off the
things from
meta.
both teams I'm seeing once again for the first time, and this is what Hero Bands is made to do.
Mhm.
Teams here showing off stuff for the first time ever. It's these guys work the stuff out in scrims. They come in with these big strategies, and thanks to
Traveling to Hanamura.
um, thanks to what hero rotation is. That's what they're gonna be doing else. So
Initiating
they
night.
switched. No, they're still on the same sides. So it's
Oh,
like
it
a
is just
sweep.
like I that's what I thought. I thought it was like, and you know what? You know what? I'm blaming Rins. Rins told me to say it like leak. All right. So you can blame Rins, not
Oh
Sir.
yeah, that they definitely blame you. Oh, they're blaming you for the name. Like
Yeah, they're
it is
blaming me for
like,
the name.
but it's spelled like a leak. I'm
I
sorry.
said, I said,
English is not
at the
my first
beginning of the match,
language.
I'm like, is it just Leak? And he's like, no, it's Leak. I'm like,
Ready
oh,
for
I don't
battle.
think it's Leak. And you're like, it's Leak. I'm like,
It's
okay.
leak.
It's so cool, like going into spectator mode and looking at like the backgrounds of this like up close. Just
Well,
see a lot of weird things.
Attackers incoming
yeah,
in
I
30
for the people
seconds.
watching, I wish I could do a better job of doing this first person, but I'm a little,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm still
let's be
learning
real.
stuff, and these teams
Rins
are
is
just
producing
showing.
while casting.
Well, the thing is, they're showing off so many beautiful mechanics here. I don't
Yeah.
want to lose anything. There's a rotation here, there's a rotation there, and I don't want to miss how these teams are popping off.
4, 3,
hmm
2, 1.
And let's see, map starting
Attackers
off, both
incoming.
teams running. Actually,
Defend
no.
objective
They're
A.
actually coming out on the comp that we referred to as dive goats, essentially. On the side of Six Guns, which this comp has been really working for them here. Although at this point, I feel like it's going to be a lot harder for this comp to be effective. Pushing into a small choke, not really having any space to operate here. So we'll see how they're able to pull it out. With Yongdu up here controlling the high ground. Whoa, Klee!
Nice snipe. It's going to be the
Targeting
advantage here, but they're going to
Kochan.
be. Actually, I think I've seen Six Guns bring that before, but it was a Winston instead of the Diva, which
Oh,
they're able
Legolas
to
taking down
spawn
more.
camp a
Okay.
team, actually. Oh, and they're in. They're in. They just needed Klee to pop off there.
Oh, Klee with a nice volley opening up as. Oh, Riri, that's a little embarrassing. Getting taken down by the Ana. As
Nice
again,
nade coming out from Boss there,
Yeah.
and it's only 150 health for Tracer.
and this is where they struggled, and it looks like they're struggling again here, unable to get the final picks in these fights. And they're gonna have all the respawns back. Kel taking out Legolas, Kochan taking out Death, and again, Six Guns. Six Guns are really good at getting the initial picks and pushing in, but they can't ever secure these last picks, and it's what's been killing them all map. I don't know if communication breaks down or just what happens,
Well, I
but
think
they
this
just struggle.
this comp they're bringing out, as you saw earlier on Rialto, it's beautiful for defense. If you're able to get the 1 to 2 picks, it's gonna be the attacking team backing off, trying to regroup here, because they don't want to take that disadvantaged fight here. But it's on the attacking. It's the point that has the control of the point. That they just need to sit on point, and they can stall long enough to get their regroup started.
Riri actually getting in there, but getting pushed out by Kochan. Oh, Yongdu! Solo dragoning Dash. Ooh, that's just bad. That's BM right there. As I think they're going to try and look for Riri to get a pulse bomb onto either the Ana or they're gonna try and get a pulse bomb onto the McCree here. Either one is going to scare them a pick and will allow them to push in. But Riri has to be able to get a stick onto one of those two, or even Brick for that matter. But she's a lot harder to get to, and you always have the risk of sticking her shield as well.
I think the optimal choice would be Ko-Chan here. He's on the low ground there. He's
Yeah.
behind the Diva as well. But if the rotation comes in, oh, nice.
Oh, his Suya taking down Swast right away with the bomb. Riri take down Yongdu. The big shatter coming out as Don Tony cleaning up with the Sig ult here. Getting 2, and Kel taking down Legolas at the end. That's not going to be enough, as they are finally able to get this point. And again, even in that fight, they still struggled to get those last picks and were forced to use the Sigma ult to actually get it. And we'll see how that comes back to bite them later on.
Well, they still have the Brig ult, so they can engage with a big as with a significant amount of armor, and there's no except for the nano here on North Street. There's not much Sosic has currently available for them.
Yeah.
Yongdu is like, on here on the side trying to get that dragon online as soon as possible.
And even if they do have the nano onto Norse Dude, they are still going to have the Transcendence to be able to push through that. As the rally comes out and they're going to try to rush straight onto point. Ko-Chan take down that right away though! With a nice headshot, as the nano actually does come onto Norse. And on the bright side, I guess you could say that for that push is they... actually, I don't think there is a bright side there. They were able to get out some ults, but they're still getting beat ult advantage-wise with Ko-Chan and Yongdu coming up on both the DPS ults, but they are still going to have the trans to hopefully deal with both of those, and we'll see how they approach this next fight. I think this is where this comp is going to struggle, because they're going to be so spread out everywhere that this comp is meant to isolate and take down a target, much like Dive. But this is Dive without as much mobility, especially on the main tank and support spot with Legolas and Klee running Zen and Brig, and Don Tony on the Sigma. So we'll see how they're able to pull this out.
Yongdu gets dove here. He's sitting up here in the top corner. He has that the burst for long range healing. So it's going to be kind of hard. And they're going to be trying to engage to these upper chokeway. There's no Junkrat or Mei available or currently on the team.
As the dragon comes in, Klee forced to use the Transcendence. What a nice dragon from Yongdu, forcing out the Transcendence before I'm sure he wanted to use it. As the bomb goes, Norse Dude taking out Legolas with a Fire Strike. Oh! He just 180 shattered the Doom. Isn't able to kill him, but a nice shatter coming in from Norse Dude. Ko-Chan takes down Klee. Hisuya taking down Norse Dude. Ko-Chan and Kel.
Is going to be cleaning up this fight.
Yeah. And it's starting to get into the danger zone. If you're 6 guns, you have 1, maybe 2 pushes here with a minute and a half left, and you don't have a tick yet. Oh, and they're staggering. Oh no. Oh, Kel eats the pulse bomb, and oh my god, what a play from Kel, eating the pulse bomb, and they still are able to stagger Hisuya, which means they're only going to have 1 fight left.
Potentially too, they still have the option to switch onto ball.
Yeah, they do.
Fairly mobile comp on the side of the DPS here. Moira potentially might be a faster one.
I mean, Sosic is just playing so good right now, especially on the second point.
There's no heavy defensive ult on the side of
yeah.
Sosic here, and Sigma has ult, and they're holding high ground very, very close.
Yeah, but I mean, 6 guns. I mean, Sosic still has 3 ults. He actually misses it. He missed the ult. Death coming down, taking down Yongdu as the Nano comes out onto the High Noon. High Noon Nano. Oh, and Ko-Chan takes down 2. Really able to take down Norse as the fight evens out a little bit.
Lifting him up there to get a better view.
And the bomb comes in a clear point for a second, and they are able to get a tick. So that's a positive. Might be able to get 2 here.
Second tick is going to be in as well.
Oh, close. Nope. Not quite able to get it. And Riri taking out Swaz. Hisuya taking out Ko-Chan.
There's no heals on point currently.
No, Norse taking out Hisuya. Yongdu taking out Dontoni. And it does look like Klee able to take down Kel, but oh wait, the trans comes in actually, keeping Riri up. And oh, what a pin! from Norse Dude actually taking the trans off the point. Yeah. And now it's just the healers and Hammond on point, trying their best to get one more tick, trying to get that second tick, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. And a valiant effort for Six Guns at the end, but only able to get a tick and almost 2 ticks.
That was quite a bit of stall. That was 20 to 30 seconds there. Sosic not wanting to give up, believing in their entire team here, expecting like, no, Riri can pop off, Riri can get this one. But it's just going to be, it's a very, very hard point to take in general here. They almost got that second take but it's just that this comp that they're running is insanely destructive on defense. So if they're able to run it here, I've actually seen them run it previously with a Winston and full holding on first point with the exact same comp, Six Guns. So let's see if they can bring that magic back and just win this map just about full holding first.
I mean, they look like the comp has been working, but it just hasn't been working enough. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the comp is good, but when it matters, it doesn't.
Pick, but the mid game is missing. You can get the initial picks, you can build up the ults and get picks off their one, but it's just that mid fight damage, that mid fight when the cooldowns are gone, because you use the bash, you use the cooldowns from the Doomfist, and once all those cooldowns are rotated in and are gone, it just seems to be very, very hard for Six Guns to get those.
Wait, they're kind of pulling out. Oh, and they're actually going to try to sim TP the point. If they're able to get the TP off first, this is going to look bad. And they come out early, seeing able to get up if they're any push. A really aggressive push. Oh, Like able to take on Riri. Nicholas able to take on Like. Those two killing 2 with the pin. Those two killing 3. Those two coming and killing 3. And their aggression hard backfires there, as now Norstu coming in.
I think it was Pochun here with the teleporter, teleporting himself and somebody else into the background, which gave him that dodge, that peel that they needed here.
And Death is going to come in last second to try and stall it out. So is Riri. Nope. And wow, they're going to have, what is that, 6 minutes or 7 minutes? 6 minutes. Oh, look, they're trying for the aggressive. They don't have another person there. They don't have another person. They're not holding with 6. They're holding with 5 right now.
Spawn advantage. If they die here, they should be able to respawn fast enough. So they're just buying anything else. They lost hold advantage as well, so they're going to be aggressing here onto them. And it's working out. This is close to their spawn. Northshore gets bullied here in front of that choke.
What? This is such a weird hold, and now they're only holding up there with 4, but it looks like they're going to try and hold here.
Well, it's just the attacking team always wants all 6 players to get in here, because it's just such a long way to next choke here. And these 10 seconds they need to get on high ground here with Lucy not available.
Oh wait, they're gonna TP behind. The Shattered only hits 1. And wait. And the Sigil coming in, a huge Sigil. Not able to find any kills though, as they are able to clean it up, but like you said, it's still a long way to go. But they might be able to push
they're going to get on point here. It seems that they were able to split up the deaths here as well. So it's going to be first tick coming in fairly clean, and second tick almost there as well. Oh, finally getting a point here.
Death taking out Swast, Yangdu taking out Clean, Riri taking out Yangdu, as the bomb is able to finish off Ko-Chan. And it does look like they are able to hold. That's, I think, this is one of those times.
That's quite the fantastic hold in such a. They were nobody on point. They got.
They were 3.3% off from capping that.
Close one.
But I think this is where they're gonna have to play a bit safer. Their aggressive strategies just haven't paid off this map. First point getting rolled.
They might be holding back, but do you see this team? They're looking around. They were just, this is basically buying, it might be 20 seconds off the point, but they're finally satisfied that they're not holding aggressive here.
What if we combine these 2 teams together to form like an ultra team?
Oh, that would be fairly disgusting. That would be...
Death taking the high ground.
I think it's just, both teams
nice TP top left. Oh! Riri so ulted Yongdu! Riri coming in with the solo ult on Yongdu, getting him back for earlier when he got solo ulted. As they are able to hold out here, and this is where they have to isolate the Brig or Anana back here and push here. I feel like this is one of the times they need to be aggressive now as the TP comes in, teleporting them opposite high ground now. And now they're gonna hold up top right. Shadow comes in, blocked by Death. As Wall comes out, as well as the Briggle. Briggle's coming out from both teams. Both teams committing everything as the Nano comes out onto the Doomfist. Yongdu trying to find any picks, and he's able to get Legolas. But this is still an iffy hold, committing a lot of ults, and they haven't found a lot of picks with them. Like able to take down Death as well. Kochan able to take down Riri as the bomb comes out. Kochan able to take down Hestivia. Meteor Strike coming out, landing on Don Tony, who gets charged. Yondu taking out Legolas, and it's not looking good for Six Guns here, and they do lose the point. So sick, winning the game, but we still have one more map to play. See if they're able to pull out the 4-0. But Soxic has officially beaten Six Guns here, 3-0. We're gonna see if they're able to make it 4-0 here, or if Six Guns are going to be able to pull out a 4-1 here. We'll see what's going to happen here. Wait, I thought we do.
We always play fourth map. Map scored all helps with the seeding at the end of the season tournament.
Yeah, I'll tell them that. Okay, we just had to tell the teams what was going on. We had to put them in their place because, as you know, they may be so sick, they may be Six Guns, they may be GM or whatever, but Rins and I, we actually run the show around here, okay? Just so we all know. We're the real leaders around here. Like, do you even know who Shape is, Rins? That basically,
I definitely
sir.
know who Shape is. You do not want to miss the Shape.
Do you even know who Soldier is? Whoever that guy is? I don't know. I don't know who people
By
are.
the way, it seems that Shape came in fairly nice for us. So there is, if you scroll down a little bit, the MVP pool.
Oh, the MVP vote.
Yes, it is available. So you guys can win it. It seems like Shape was working nicely in the background here.
I know who I want for MVP. I have my pick for MVP. I don't want to put my pick out there. I don't want to influence people, but I know who my pick is already. Who do you have your pick for an MVP right now? Basically.
I don't want to call favorites here because I love both teams.
Yeah.
Soul 6 running it perfectly here. It seems they have a nice synergy so far from them and able to pull off quite the wins here. But it is Six Guns with this rotation with this strange thing. They're just showing me a lot more, which I just would like to watch more. I would like to see them just play any game here. To be honest, I really would like to see them every single weekend in OD. I hope they make it to tier 3 as well, because I would love to see this team in contender.
Oh wait, we had a swap coming in? ALW coming in now. I don't know who's gonna play. Wait, are we not starting the game?
Oh, there we are.
There we go. ALW coming in. I actually don't know what he plays. I haven't seen him play yet. He did come out on the Hammond in the little scrim we had beforehand, but we'll see what he actually plays here. Who did he replace? Klee Death. Oh, he is playing tank. He's going to be playing off tank, actually. Don Tony is the main tank. Legolas and Klee the healers, and Death and Riri have been the DPS all game.
Oh, it's big shoes to fill for this last map.
Ready for battle.
Actually, King's Row last map. What a nice map to end it off on. One of, honestly, the best map in the game. Also, shout out to Zax of Flame in the chat. You know, hyping up, hyping up So Sick all match. Been in there all match, you know, showing support to So Sick. I'm sure it means a lot to him. I think he started off the So Sick hype train. I think chat is all on board for So Sick. Imagine how sad chat would be if So Sick actually. Let's go on Red. I want him in my bed.
I have no idea what that is.
That's in chat. It's what they're spamming in chat right now. Imagine how distraught chat would be if, oh, Kochan coming out immediately, taking down Death. First time I've seen Death shut down that fast in the Pharah. What a nice shot from Kochan, not missing any of his shots there into the Pharah. Chat would be so distraught if they actually lost a game. Riri coming out. Oh, and nice rock coming in. As they are actually playing the double shield. ALW coming in on the stick. Kel taking down Legola. And Kel taking down Dantoni as well. Yongdu taking down Riri as they're forced to fall back. I didn't see Death much that fight. Did he die again? I didn't see him much that fight.
No, he died, and it seems he's respecting Kochan's LOS and Yongdu's LOS as well.
By the way, they want Kochan point of view. Just so you know, the chat.
I'm sorry, my brain doesn't function as well, so doing two points of view at the same time.
You gotta give him at least 3 seconds, Rins. Appease the chat. As the Nano Hainu comes in, taking down Riri right away. Nice combination coming in from there. Kel taking down Death, Kochan taking down Dantoni. And Kel also taking down ALW. Norse able to pick up the kill on Legola. And like finishing it off with a nice little whip shot on Klee as they get another team kill and continue the full hold here with about 2.5 minutes left to go. And at this point, I always know that when teams go down, they stop. You know, their mentality goes down a lot. So we'll see if they're able to pick it up here at the second point. Coming in with quite a few ults. Coming in with the Brig ult, Mercy ult, or Mercy will build her ult up here in a few seconds. And basically coming in with 5 ults, everyone but Tony ult, Dantoni ult. And the Dragon comes in, separating them. ALW taking down Yongdu, who got a little too greedy and hopped in front of basically the whole entire team, while coming out to
back into the team.
Yeah, it was a weird little thing there, but Nano comes out onto the Brig. Going to be able to keep him out. As the Shadow comes out, blocked by Dantoni though. Riri taking down Kochan. Nostu taking down Legola while he's in the sky with the Fire Strike. But Death taking down too, as well as Dantoni finishing it off. And that will...
back alley Reinhardt right there.
Yeah. Nice little push there. Getting the point. They're going to have about 3 minutes here. 3.5 minutes here to start the second point. Second point, probably the hardest to hold out of all 3 points on King's Row. But we'll see how they're able to do it here. I always like holding up at this archway up at near first point. So we'll see if they push up to do that. They might not though, as Kel has just gotten back. And I don't think they want to try and push up quite yet. And they're going to try and hold this first corner here. As Kochan coming out, High Noon. The Shatter misses. Nice High Noon goes down to Legola. Death coming in with the headshot on Like. Riri coming in, killing Kochan. Riri coming in, killing Norse. Death coming in, killing Yongdu. Dantoni finishing off the Ana. As the DPS really shine there in that fight for 6 guns. As the cart continues to roll, and they're gonna have about one more recontest here at the end. And we'll see how it works out for them here. Oh, I've been moving my mouse all stream, and my hand is starting to hurt. I'm getting carpal tunnel Rins.
You're Ryan main. Don't you get carpal tunnel controlling up the shield?
True. As the ball comes in early, and Kel getting caught out early. Yongdu taking down Death. As the knuckle, he shattered. What a shatter! What a shatter from Norse. Topping off with the 3-man Fire Strike. Norse dude. That is disgusting, Norse dude.
Was snuck underneath that cart there. Nice shattering there.
Currently, if you want an update on the MVP picks, Yongdu in 2nd place with 21%. Kochan and Klee tied for 36%. And Legolas coming in last, but not least, with 7% of the votes. So I mean, the healers getting a little love here on the side of 6 guns. As a nice little flank coming around here, going at the back, left or right side, depending on which way you're looking here. As the rally comes in early from Legolas, and they're gonna push in. They're not gonna be able to get much done with the rally while they stay high ground here. they're playing back. It almost looks like positions have swapped here. As High Noon comes in again, he's been able to find a lot of High Noon kills this map. Not able to get one there, but he does provide space. Don Tony take down Yondu. A huge shatter into the gravitic flux. And that's going to seal the second point in favor of Six Guns as they go into the third point, which in my opinion is probably the easiest point to hold and the hardest point to push on. So we'll see how Six Guns is able to push it here. And even if they are, you know, able to push it all the way here without stopping, even with just a few pauses, they would almost be in overtime because this is a long point to push. And they're already down to 2 minutes here. One stop would probably put them in overtime, which is not what you want to be. As High Noon, oh, really coming in with a 2K. Death coming in, killing Cal.
Showing off a double shield is, yeah, you could put the bomb up, but you still have a second shield to protect your High Nooning McCree there.
And wow, they are just able to roll that third point.
Wow.
Able to completely roll it, not getting the cart not stopping at all. And with almost 2 minutes on the cart, they're finally starting to show signs of life here in the last map. What an amazing push by Six Guns. Ooh, it's been close on map, but that was probably the most one-sided map I've seen so far in this series. They just did not stop once the cart started moving. It just never got stopped. Besides one push.
One push, but if you still look at the time bank, it Sussex did were pretty nice here.
That first point,
dragging out these fights for such a long time here. But Six Guns coming in strong here.
Ready for battle.
They were good on Rialto, and it was just unfortunate there that they did not pick up that map.
Yeah, they would have picked up that map. I think they would have been
that shield just blocking the bomb while falling was what saved them that life there.
There's a really nice shield by Norse dude, and I think if that map had been picked up, it may have been a bit different, but you can't take anything away from Sosic. They've simply put, they've just played better than Six Guns have this map, despite Six Guns switching the comps up, switching to a lot of different things, every single map. Sosic has adapted to every single one.
It seems like they have their fundamentals down that even Sosic, when they switch it off, they're caught off guard here, but not enough to disrupt the main gameplay of their side. But Six Guns is still a force to be reckoned with. They are aggressive here, and once they get the enemy team to play to their beat, it's fairly hard for them to come back.
Yeah, and as they are forced to push back here, Norse dude shield already down. Where is their other tank? This is a weird positioning for Kel, but I suppose he's just trying to get poke damage there. Riri alone on point right now as they're going for a long flank here. Not exactly sure what they're trying to do here, but we'll figure it out once the fight starts. I'm guessing they're just trying to drop down on top of them. Coach Dan taking down the turret, making sure that's the most important thing to do.
I think they're trying to position their Hanzo on high ground here and put up the McCree as well.
There they go. They dropped down Coach Dan, take down Riri.
Yeah, nice.
Kel taking down Tony. What a nice first push with the rotation here. Norse dude, of course, as is most important, taking down the turret. Norse dude also taking down ALW as he does. And they're going to chase down the final 2 kills here. And that's going to be a really quick first point take. And we'll see if they're going to be able to keep the momentum rolling. They are going to be able to get a good spot to hold here under this archway.
The fight was fairly long, but ult advantage is very, very even for both sides. Wasp just having potentially a little more nano charge there, but other than that, most of the, especially the DPS ults look very, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they switched off Riri to McCree there.
Yep. As the High Noon comes out for Kochan. Not even able to find anyone, but destroying the shields. Oh, another big shatter! Don Tony was stunned there, and a big shatter comes in as the cart keeps rolling. Nano also comes out on the Norse dude, and so they used 3 ults there, but they still have 3 other ults, and it's only going to be a 1 ult advantage on the side of Six Guns, who are hoping to get a recontest here, which they probably will. It's going to be a little bit late, which is going to kind of mess up their positioning, but we'll figure out how they're able to hold it here as well. And in comes Rally coming in, Dragon coming in, a counter, Dragon coming from behind. Kochan throwing that from behind, getting two. Kochan getting two.
Oh, the molten core is just going to cause a leak here.
I said Kochan. I meant Yamdu getting two, but Kochan comes back in and cleans up the rest. Kochan killed three, or Kochan killed four. Yamdu killed two. The dynamic duo of DPS who've shown out all game, continuing to show out here, just absolutely outplaying everyone else here. And it's just been an amazing show from both of these guys so far.
Very, very even.
As the card keeps going.
But it seems that Sosik is come up with a strategy to.
Oh, ALW actually taking down Kel. Don Tony's Shatter gets blocked. Nice block from Norse Dude. As Shatter also gets blocked by Don Tony. Nice block from Don Tony. Death taking down Yangdu. And it does look like they are finally going to be able to stop the card. A little bit late, but it's better late than never. And this third point, again, as I said earlier, one of the easiest points to actually hold in this map here. And so we'll see if they're able to get the hold for the next 4 minutes exactly as soon as the next as the Nano Shadow or High Noon comes out, taking down Sig shield, Don Tony shield falling low as ALW actually gets Nano and the oh my god, I forgot the name of it, the McCree ulti thingy, High Noon from Riri coming out. Oh, sorry. As two dragons coming in from both teams. Oh, the stun into it. Like actually hitting Don Tony into it. Norse Dude taking down ALW in the middle of his Sig ult. As the cart rolls once again. And despite having a great time, Six Guns is actually at risk of not having the advantage in time after putting up such a good push and playing it really well. Kochan coming in, killing Don Tony. And
the Shatter here gets misplaced by AWL on that ball.
I think he's just trying to solo Shatter the Clee. I don't know. Kochan coming in, killing one, and Yangdu comes in, killing two, and a minute more time on the clock for Sosik, which is amazing considering how well Six Guns actually pushed that card. It's Sosik just is. I don't know how to say it other than they're just playing better right now.
Yeah, both teams are fantastic here. The rest of the series was very, very close throughout this. People
and even this one has been close. Besides, like they just had equally good attacks. Not equally, but
very, very similar attacks here. It was just Sosik being a little bit more aggressive here. They did have that one fight that they won during push, which was able to give them that 1 minute extra time on the time bank here. But that has been most of the difference between these two teams so far, is that one push that they were able to get Six Guns off the payload at that second point.
And as we go in, update on MVP voting right now. Don Tony has a vote. Legolas has a vote. Kochan in second place with 12%. Number one right now, Klee. Klee number one in the MVP. Just so we all know, the Mercy coming in carrying, as usual, carrying death all this map with the pockets. As actually, this is the most normal comp I've seen from both teams so far. This is the most normal I've seen the teams.
To the classics, as such, or what they believe is to be the what their standard or well, it's that fourth point. You want to come out with something you're most comfortable on. Kochan trying to rotate here does get caught out during it.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like the rotation was red. The flashbang does come in, but Six Gun is able to push on this aggression.
Yeah. Rez coming in.
Now also trying to rotate, but AWL is spotting it out.
Nice first point. Nice.
Oh,
first
Legola
point.
pick up Jungle there.
Oh, Legola pointing at the DPS Ana. Something I always like to
Exactly,
see.
they're pushing a little bit here. AW is going to be holding aggressive here, trying to buy 6 guns as much as possible. Kochan here on the high ground there. Oh, I was about to say,
Kochan,
watch
nice.
out here. Oh, but they have the double shield, and that's a Metra spam damage here to protect Klee with the res.
Yeah, and nice. And we'll see how they're able to try and defend the second part. The ult advantage currently heavily in the favor of 6 guns right now, coming up on almost 6 ults here.
Oh, and Don Tony already going down. Graviton coming out as well. Nate saves them, but 6 guns.
6 guns continuing to roll, and they may or may not actually be able to contest this. I don't know if they're going to be able to contest this last point.
They should be able to, but they might need to switch up.
They won't have all 6. I don't think they will.
Yeah,
if they
and teleporters available. Well, teleport destroyed. I was about to say, are we gonna see some new kind of version of a teleporter shatter potentially?
Nano comes in on death. Who comes in and solo ults Norse dude.
Out there as soon as possible.
Riri killing Kochan. And this is one of the strongest pushes I've seen on King's Row.
And it's already overtime, and they're not stopping.
Yeah.
And the damage is just so high on point. They have.
That's the first kill they picked up this match. Like and Kel picking
well,
up the first.
Tony does get slept as well. And Northwood is sitting on that shatter. Oh, there we go. But Death is not. Oh, Death and the turrets are still alive. And with that one, there's going to be 6 guns picking up that second point.
Yeah. The chat is just getting spammed with let's go unread and then bed emojis. Just so we know what's going on in the degenerates in chat.
I'm just not entirely sure what that spam is going on.
Oh, and a lot of ults coming out. I can't say all that. I'm sorry.
Big bomb
right away. And they're finally able to stop it. Coming in here at the second point. I'm sorry, I couldn't call out all 12 ults used there.
No, it just seems the wall was slightly off of payload there. Potentially would have saved the rest of the team there from that bomb. But it was. This is the overtime push. It is. So
that was a good push either way.
Rotating their ults in, and they had that bomb to contest point, and they just had the ults into that fight. They just needed to win one team fight, and they just had more ults there in the end. 6 guns needing most of their ults to finish out this fight. But this is huge. 5 in, halfway to point 6. This was a fantastic push from 6 guns.
Yeah, and I mean, no matter what, it's always nice to at least get a map, and they will also help you in the standings when it comes down to that. Maps, of course, being used as part of the ranking system here, and so you never want to lose 4-0 as that just destroys your map pool.
But
so
this comes to show how close this map has been. Both teams showing up beautiful here. Celtic slightly better on the other maps, but 6 guns really showing what they've got. That extra thing that they have going and going.
Just the things, okay?
Yeah, just the extra
5, 4.
We're just gonna call them thingies.
Oh, thing is,
what is
really on the May though? This is the first time they're bringing out the May.
Oh, May ruining a perfectly good game with May. I'm disappointed.
Freeze on point is basically gonna stop any fight there.
Yep, and that's exactly what they're playing for. They're playing for the freeze, hoping to get them into overtime while they're pushing the cards so they can just freeze them off of point. And we'll see how that works here. I never liked May. May is a dirty pick here, and I'm disappointed in you, Riri. You're better than this. As the anti comes out on ALW, and of course not being able to push out with him.
They have the
as they're going for another flank here.
But it seems like Norsu has that little advantage and all between the two. Other than that, it's pretty much even so far.
Nice wall there. Not able to get anyone, although
it does disrupt in here. Is Yongu trying to rotate back on the high ground here? Behind quite the flanking Hanzo and Death.
They're going on the Hanzo
upper corner. Yongu winning out that fight.
Big Shatter coming in after Don Tony dies. And the Nano actually went on to Riri, and despite the Nano going in on Riri, he still only has 45% on his mail. Not something you want to see. And the ult advantage heavily in favor of Sosic right now. We're coming up on 4 ults currently.
Objective lost.
But it's just the first point here. So it's 6 guns. This is fantastic. Time of pushing here. 6 guns. Sussex giving 6 guns more room to breathe. Youngdu once again with the flanking Hanzo. He does have that dragon here. Death is going to be on high ground here. Let's see.
Oh, he's going to try and pull out the dragon like he did last time. Yeah. You know, hit it from behind and kill 2 of them.
He's waiting for the call out probably for a choke. And here it goes.
There it goes. It goes right onto point. Hey, Riri.
Team, yeah.
Oh, Riri almost dying here as the Nano goes on to Norse dude. Yeah, Norse dude, yeah. And they are able to win it here. And Riri just now coming up on the mailed, which is going to be big. The mailed, the Hanzo ult, the Sig ult, the Brig ult, and the Rhine ult all coming up.
Exactly. And that's basically what this 6th, 7th point, 4th point is. Yeah. 6 ult and just push them all on payload. But Norse dude once again is going to be coming up with Shatter as well. So we're going to be looking at a very
chat. I want you to know I called you degenerates. That's what I called you, chat. Okay, as the fight actually starts here, Nano coming out. Oh, Cortana! Oh my God, what a good push! And now they're in danger here. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get back in time. This is almost overtime. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get back.
Don't Tony switching here to that Baldi, trying to stall it out just so. Oh,
Youngdu takes on death right away. Don Tony gets killed immediately. Picks him up off point. Not able to finish it. Oh, and they're not able to get it despite having all those ults. So sick again, just coming out on top when it matters the most, coming in clutch, and that completes the 4-0 sweep onto 6 guns. Don Tony coming in here with the play of the game. And MVP votes. Klee won MVP. Klee is MVP. Yeah, Klee won MVP. Voted by them. 7% for Youngdu, 11% for Like, 11% for Kochan, 2% for Kel, 2% for Legola. Don Tony getting in 7%, but Klee has 61% of the votes.
Alright, let's see if we can.
We'll see if we can get Klee in here. Klee, we need you. I don't know why that was funny to say.
Oh, it seems like he has already.
Oh, he left. They left right away.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, see if you can DM Klee, get him in there if he wants. If not, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do an interview every time. We can probably just end it if Klee doesn't want to join. We'll just hope he hears, or she. I actually don't know. He or she won it MVP here. With.
All right, seems like they're up for it. So I'm gonna pull
Yes.
them up in 3.
Hey, Klee.
Greetings.
Hello.
Klee, guess what?
What?
You won MVP.
I know, I saw everyone voted for me, bro.
I'm proud of you, Klee.
Thank
You
you.
know what?
I'm really.
You hard carried. You hard carried Death. I just want you to know.
Thanks, man. I
Death
tried.
is a bad Pharah. He's only good because of you. I don't want you. I want you to say that to Death.
Yeah,
I want you to tell him.
I'll tell him. I'll let him know.
Yeah, good. Okay.
So unfortunate that you guys lost in the end. You were so close on Rialto. You guys were so close on King's Row.
What happened? Like, because I've watched multiple of your games. You guys are always good at finishing fights, and this time it just didn't seem like you guys could finish fights. What was going on from your end?
I think during the fights, it felt like we had picks and we knew what we were gonna do, but there was always something that got to us, like someone was staying alive, or it's like I don't know if it was like target. I think it was definitely target focus issues, and when it got all so cluttered, and we couldn't really finish everyone off when we needed to. But I'm really proud that we took. This was probably like my closest defeat in terms like my career. So I think I'm proud of Six Guns taking it close to Sosek. We were a very formidable opponent, and we'll definitely bounce back against the Weaver.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that it was like it was one of those games where you guys got the 4-0, but it wasn't like a blowout 4-0. You know, you
No, it
guys,
was
if a few
insanely
maps could have went,
close.
if a few maps, if a few ults would have went differently, it would have easily been onto the 5th map right now as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like you said, I think it's just a lot of things ended up happening, just didn't go your way. What do you think you're taking away from this? Because you guys have been really
Um,
good this season so
this
far.
is. I think this is gonna be one of the best spots to look over.
Yeah,
It's the Celtic ran like a spam comp that had a lot of like the what we learned during the maps is the enemy ran a lot of like the same comp. They ran like McCree, Hansa Ana, but then sometimes they ran Doom. We were very annoyed about how much what's it called? I guess protection from like the Doomfist. Like Doomfist got so much resources from On and Break. It's very hard to take them down. Everyone's getting tons of resources, and when I was told to swap the Zen, I felt like we knew. It felt like when we were trying to swap a bit more, we were getting there. I think what we could definitely take from that match is it was super close, and the VOD is going to be really good as it gets
yeah,
spammed out from.
The other unfortunate thing I noticed is that the enemy Hanzo Yongdu, he seemed to have flanked every single time. Devs tried to 1v1 once or twice, but it was just that one pick that he was able to get off, and that dragon coming from behind from that off angle.
Twice.
yeah, twice.
uh, Especially on the last King's Row map. I think you did it on a couple other maps as well. It's just that dragon seems to be not getting the kills once in a while, but just splitting up your team and creating some kind of chaos. And it seems they just use that opening to rush onto you guys, even without a Lucio.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you have any questions? Any more questions, Rins?
Well, about what you said,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it's a very interesting way to split an opponent, like an opponent's comp. I think it was very. When you look at it from an outside point of view, it doesn't look that natural because you would want to combo something with that dragon, but since they necessarily didn't have any combos, they figured, okay, let's split the team in the mid fight so that we have
yes,
time to push in. And I think we like both times one time it worked in our favor, but the other time it was it really hurt us a lot. But
oh,
I think sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, you go. I'm done.
Oh no. It seemed that they relied. Yongdo was good at the Doomfist, but on Hanzo he really shone. So they just relied on his weird strat coming out. It just to me it reminded me quite a bit of the bumper strats, like the Reinhardt hiding in corners for that shatter to get that 6k. It did remind me quite a bit of that kind of mentality, that kind of thing. But yeah, it just
I think they pulled out like the 6-gun strats of just doing random things that shouldn't work, and they end up working.
I wouldn't say it was random. Their
No, not
DPS were
random.
really
You know,
good.
yeah.
Their DPS were really good. I found multiple times where I thought it was safe as Mercy, but then the McCree and Hanzo kept picking me off.
oh yeah.
It was very. They're very. You can tell it's a very coordinated team, and I expect to see them in the postseason for Revolution.
Well, you got anything else to say, Rins?
Oh, sorry.
Or you got anything else to say, Clee? Oh, actually,
No.
Clee, do you have anything you want to shout out? A Twitch channel? Any teammates? Anything?
Well, I want to shout to everyone who voted for me in the MVP. I want to thank the Aegis Network organization, everyone in my Discord server, and Six Guns for having me play today.
All right. Well, you got anything else to say, Rins? Or should we take us out?
Not really. Thank you guys for showing up. you did have quite the bit of love in chat, so potentially shouting out
Yes,
to the
they
It was
have.
listen,
spam
They
the
coming
whole
are.
out.
Look. My friend Frost, he's a very passionate friend of mine, and he was a teammate with me once, and
yeah.
he's honestly a great person. You should shout out to Frost now too.
Alright, then I'm also supposed to mention, apparently, once again, it is Danton's birthday, so happy birthday, Danton.
It
Yeah,
is his
Don
birthday
Tony.
every day. You should say on Twitter every day his birthday every day.
All right. Well, you want to take us out, Renz, or should I?
No,
Or
either
do we
one,
have any? Do we have more things?
doesn't really matter. Thank you guys for
Okay,
both
I'll
teams
take us
coming.
out.
Oh, go ahead,
Wait,
sir. Show us
I'm
that
doing it,
magic.
Renz.
Okay.
All right. Whew. Okay, it's my big moment, guys. All right, I want to thank everyone for showing up. We had a lot of viewers today. Felt really good getting all the love and spam and chat. Shout out to Klee for winning the MVP of the map, playing the support, hard carrying. A shout out to Rins for both casting and producing tonight. A big help. Shout out to myself for being amazing as usual. And we'll have what 8 games every day. We'll have more games tomorrow, of course. 8 to 10, and from
If
10
no one drops
to
out,
yeah, if no one drops out, and we actually have producers and casters, we will be back tomorrow at 8, and we have more games
One
hopefully
more thing.
at 10.
Shout out to both teams. It was a very entertaining fight.
Yes.
It was beautiful to watch. I
yeah, I'll look
love
at the score.
both of you. I love literally both of you. You guys' team.
Yeah.
I saw something the other day. I saw them again today, and oh my god, you guys are freaking amazing. And Six Guns again.
Fan favorite team.
I don't know what to say. You guys amazed me during the other fights.
Yeah. It's just always fun
It's
watching.
always been...
Yeah, well, this isn't The Last of Us. We're gonna come back
Yeah.
strong.
Well, you guys
Remember,
are
guys,
still top,
postseason.
so you guys are still at the currently leading the GM division here. So
Is there like a standings?
there is. You
Yes,
should
there
have
is
the
a
document
standings.
channel and the score sheets. Will
Yes,
show
if you go to
exactly
season
the standing.
3 documents, I believe.
Yep.
Score sheet?
Yep, and that should be in there. And that's for anyone else of our Revolution as well. But either way, time to officially take us out. I've been Sir. I've been joined by Rins here, and I hope you all have an amazing night.
All right. Have a good evening.